finally 10 seasons are completed. And it took some time, guys. I know I had to figure out which is the best strategy to get this footage, all of these seasons, and you can't get this really quickly. It took some time, but now we're finally here and we're going to have a look at the last 5 seasons, what is going to happen in there. If you haven't seen the first video of this where we simulated the first 5 seasons, check that out, link is in the description. So before we start with the 6th season, we have to look at the drivers lineup before that, because there were some drivers changes. At Red Bull everything stayed the same, but Philippe Dupont is new at Aston Martin because Valtteri Bottas retired from F1. At McLaren we have the same drivers as last season, also at Mercedes it's the same thing. At Ferrari we've got Alexander Albon and Charles Leclerc, and at Isaac Achar is new at Kick Sauber with Pierre Gasly. At RB we got still Rafael Villagomez. I don't know how he gets the seats all the seasons, but okay, he's there with Say Maloney. And at Williams we got Esteban Ocon and Rene Krummer, the woman driver. And at Haas we got Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Felipe Drugovich. And at Alpine Roman Stanek and Logan Sargent. Yeah, at Haas Felipe Drugovich does need to pay some money to be there. For the stats freak, for all of you out there, I got the top 10 drivers of this simulation here right now with the overall rating sorted. So the best driver right now is Oscar Piastri, before Max Verstappen, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Charles Leclerc. Then we have Concetta Palumbo. This is a woman driver who was driving in the F2, was really good, but I don't know her. And then the rest of them, you can see them right there. And so then we can start with the 6th season now, and it was McLaren that were really good this time out, but with Theo Pourchaire winning ahead of Oscar Piastri, also Alpine had some good results, and you could say that McLaren was in the whole season the best team and they had the best car, but there was Lance freaking Stroll that got some wins, and I think he was onto something, because in the half of the season these were the standings and Lance Stroll was smelling this drivers championship. I don't know how he smelled it, but he wanted it so badly, so that he went out and drove his thing. He got out and delivered. He won some more Grand Prix. Of course McLaren didn't do him that in a favor, but it wasn't easy for him and for McLaren. They had problems too. And also Andrea Kimi Antonelli winning again with Haas. That's really impressive. Wow, can only say that. But then it was time that Lance Stroll won his first driver's title, and Aston Martin claiming in the simulation is their first Constructors title. Yeah, Lance Stroll did it. He jumped Theo Pourchaire and all the others against the odds. Lance Stroll was pretty good, I can say that, but he also got a great car. So yeah, otherwise we got Max Verstappen down there. He beat Oscar Piastri, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli still good, and ahead of Say Maloney, was a pretty good season as well. In the second half, drivers we got Williams, with both of them getting some good points, and Alexander Albon did as well, did not have a good season. But at the Constructors, Aston Martin won it over McLaren. Then there was Red Bull, we got Haas, Ferrari, RB, Mercedes, Williams and Kick Sauber, and at last Alpine with 1 point. So every team got at least 1 point, that's good to see. And one thing more I wanted to say about these last 5 seasons, I won't show you the F2 and F3 champions, winners and top 3 like in the last simulation video, not anymore, because the actual F1 teams don't choose them, so there's no benefits for us, so I won't show them anymore. And then we got, of course, at the end of the season some more drivers changes, and of course, what did Aston Martin do with the best car? They got one of the best drivers. Andrea Kimi Antonelli has a seat at Aston Martin now. At McLaren everything stayed the same. At Red Bull too. And at Haas we got Pato O'Ward and Lance Stroll now. Okay. He wants to show his dad that he can win a championship, not in his own team. But I wish you some luck, Lance Stroll, on that mission. But now there he is at Haas. At Ferrari we got Pierre Gasly and Charles Leclerc this time. I think that's a good lineup as well. RB got Alexander Albon and Isaac Hadjar now. Okay, also an interesting lineup. At Mercedes we got Zane Maloney, who performed really well last season with Lando Norris, and Esteban Ocon and Rene Kramer still at Williams. And at Alpine, okay, I see many things. Alpine got Roman Stanek and Logan Sargent, and Kick Sauber got Arvid Lindblad and Nicola Lacorte. He does not even have a game face. Why did you sign him? A 54 rating. Oh my god. Yeah, look at his ratings. Come on, like 46 overtaken, 45 defending, and 51 control. I think you need a lot of cars for him. And now season 7 starts, and Ferrari were pretty good, but still it was Aston Martin winning their second Constructors Championship in this simulation, and it was this time Andrea Kimi Antonelli winning his first ever Drivers' Championship. And you could have thought that this is going to happen because he's one of the best drivers and he has the best car, but Max Verstappen was pretty close to him, but Andrea Kimi Antonelli did it, and he did a really good job. Down there we got McLaren. They dropped off a little bit to the last season, and Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly did a good job, better than last season's. And Zane Maloney is the last on the first side. On the second side we have Esteban Ocon, best of the rest, I think. And I also literally beat Lando Norris in the Mercedes. Roman Stanek got 13th. Rene Kramer wasn't that good this season like Esteban Ocon. And Isaac Hadjar, Alexander Albon did about the same points. And last, one driver of my own created team beat this Nicola Lacorte in the championship. You can ignore that, but by the way, he got a game face now. Holy god. Okay, good. And in the Constructors Championship, Aston Martin beating Red Bull, but it was so close this time. Boy, you couldn't have made it better than that. And then a bit of gap to McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Haas, Williams, RB and Alpine, and last Kick Sauber with 1 point. And now it gets really weird, I can just say that. Look at Aston Martin's lineup. Joseph Clear. Who the hell is Joseph Clear? I don't know how he got 2 seats. Okay, now we shouldn't talk about that because it's it's false. Anyways, at Red Bull you can see Logan Sargent. What happened? So at McLaren we got Theo Pourchaire now and Rene Kramer. Ooh, okay, she got a good upgrade in a car right there. At Ferrari we got Pierre Gasly and Vito Marini there. At Mercedes we got Zane Maloney and Charles Leclerc. He went from Ferrari to Mercedes that time. Okay, I won't judge him. At Oliver Burman is at Haas. Okay. At Williams they got George Russell and Esteban Ocon. RB got Alexander Albon, Isaac Hadjar still. And at Alpine, and I don't know why Andrea Kimi Antonelli went to Alpine with Roman Stanek. It's one of the baddest teams, but he wants a new challenge, I think. That's the only reason I can get. And Kick Sauber got Carlos Sainz and Liam Lawson. And yeah, we need to check who is really driving at Aston Martin, because it can't be the same guy 2 times. It is Oscar Piastri and still Felipe Dupo. Okay, so now we know. We have season 8 now. And it was Vito Marini winning a Grand Prix. Was pretty awesome to see. And I need to show you quickly these regulation changes, because they could get important, that lower teams can like get more wind tunnel and CFD simulator time to get a better car. So this is only making the simulation more interesting. Aston Martin winning the next Constructors title, and it was Oscar Piastri winning his second driver's title, and he did it in a good way. Max Verstappen still chased the Aston Martins, but he couldn't do it this time as well. Then Vito Marini for Ferrari was pretty good. Also Lance Stroll in the Haas did a good job, but I didn't think he was going to do, but he did. And Logan Sargent, yeah, in a Red Bull, what did he do? 164 points is not that Red Bull had hoped of. But yeah, Oliver Burman in the Haas also still did a good job, pretty good job, I should say. George Russell and Williams got 88 points. Charles Leclerc in his first Mercedes season, 31 points. And Samuel only 18 points, so Mercedes didn't have a good car. In the Constructors, we got Aston Martin on top, ahead of Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Haas, Williams, Mercedes, RB and Alpine, and Kick Sauber got 5 points and in the bottom at last. So for the drivers changes this time, at Aston Martin everything stayed the same, because yeah, why should they change anything? And at Red Bull they replaced Logan Sargent by Baruti Conde. Who the hell is he? But okay, good. Again, some really weird drivers changes that you can only see in this freaking F1 Manager 2024. At Ferrari we got Arvid Lindblad and Vito Marini now. Okay. At McLaren everything's the same. Andrea Chimentinelli went back to his original team, which he was pretty good, so okay, not bad, I like that. At Williams they got now Lance Stroll there with Esteban Ocon. At Mercedes they got Chiompo Tikva, or how is that name pronounced, I don't know, with Sam Maloney. At RB nothing has changed, and at Alpine we got now Pierre Gasly new there, and everything is the same. So are you guys ready for the 9th season? Because we are straight heading to the winners, and this time it's McLaren that get the Constructors title, and it's the first Drivers' Championship win for Theo Pourchaire, because he won it this time. And Rene Kroner did actually a pretty decent job. And Vito Marini also again good with the 4th spot in the championship. Oscar Piastri dropped a bit off. Carlos Sainz for Kick Sauber. You need to look at that. That's really impressive to drag that Kick Sauber to the 7th spot. And also Pierre Gasly carried Alpine there. And then we got, oh my god, the second Red Bull driver, not even at the first top 10, as in the first top 10. He is only 11th with 98 points. Then even Logan Sargent did a better job than him. Roman Stanek got 12th. Then we got the RBs, Arvid Lindblad, also like Baruti Conde in the Red Bull. He didn't also do a good job. So Red Bull and Ferrari didn't have a good second driver. Oliver Burman only got 16th, and in the Constructors, Williams were the baddest team, sadly. We got McLaren winning with a big gap to Red Bull. Then we got Aston Martin, Ferrari also in the 4th spot. I think they have found their favorite spot right there. Alpine at 5th. Mercedes 6th, Haas got 7th, Kick Sauber 8th, RB 9th, and 10th, Williams. So guys, this is the final freaking season, the 10th season, and look at that, Theo Pourchaire with Lando Norris, his freaking comeback in the last season. Lando Norris at McLaren, okay, good. Red Bull finally got 2 good drivers in their car, and this is Isaac Hotjar and Rene Kroner. I'm hyped to see what they can do. And oh no, Aston Martin got the same driver again. Okay, we will check that later, which driver will actually drive at Aston Martin. In Ferrari we got Max Verstappen and Vito Marini. Oh my god. I think Ferrari is the favorite ones right now. At Alpine we got Guan Yu Zhou. Is this the season of the comebackers or what? Okay, and Roman Stanek is there too as well. Sain Maloney and Baruti Conde are now at Mercedes. And at Haas we got Andrea Chimentinelli and Oliver Burman still. And oh my god, Kick Sauber got this Matthew Sims as well. Who the hell is this guy, man? And Alexander Albon and Arvid Lindblad are now at RB. And Williams got Esteban Ocon and this other guy that I can't pronounce. And at Aston Martin is still Oscar Piastri and Philippe Dupont. At Kick Sauber we got Lance Stroll, and where is the other? Yeah, here it is. Liam Lawson is also still there. The 10th season starts, and it's finally Ferrari getting the Constructors title, and it was the first Drivers' Championship for Vito Marini. If you look the gap to Vito Marini and Max Verstappen, it's quite shocking, because I don't know what Max Verstappen is doing. He's not the youngest anymore, I know that, but Vito Marini did prove that he was the next big thing right here. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli in a Haas, look at that, he got second. He was the first contender for Vito Marini, and yeah, you can also like see Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Vito Marini are quite the best drivers right now. Then Isaac Hotjar and Rene Kramer, they both in the new Red Bull did a really impressive job. Then same Maloney Mercedes, Roman Stanek got 12th, Alexander Albon for RB. He once got a podium this season, so that's pretty good what he did as well. Lando Norris, the comebacker, it didn't end so well, only 14th spot. Then we got Esteban Ocon, the other guy, Guan Yu Zhou with 12 points, also the other comeback, but it wasn't that good as well. And yeah, Arvid Limbat was still so bad that Logan Sargent scored like 3 points. He went to my own created team and he did better than that, but yeah, you can ignore Logan Sargent there. In the Constructors, Ferrari did it over Red Bull, and they were chased by Haas, Aston Martin, Kick Sauber, McLaren, Mercedes, Alpine, RB and Williams with the same points as RB, but RB got the better results. Because of that, they are like ranked higher than Williams. So this was the final 5 seasons. There were pretty much a lot of things that we had to go through. If you guys have some more things that you want to see, or like to look at stats and like which drivers did like how many championships and how many points in their whole career, and like some other stats that you wanted to know, write them in the comments and we can do like a bonus video of that. And with that out of the way, yeah, see you in the next one, guys.